Alright, hi folks. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite movies and two of my favorite people ever. Now, this is not the first time I've analyzed this film, but it is the first time I've analyzed the film in terms of how accurate it portrays disability. Um, I received the Miracle Worker, the 2000 version film, when I was 7 years old, from some people very dear to me. They raised my service dog that I had for 12 years, and I love them to death. I will be ever thankful for them, but for me as a 7-year-old child, it's the first time I have seen someone with a disability on screen. For those of you who don't know, The Miracle Worker is a film that tells the story of Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan. Helen Keller was blind and deaf from the age of 19 months due to scarlet fever. She was born in 1860. Don't quote me on this. I'm doing research on this for another project. And when she was 7 years old, Annie Sullivan came down from Boston to teach Helen what we now call tactile sign language, which is when a person signs into another person's hand. This method is very time consuming and has led to the development of haptic feedback signing, which I won't get into now. If you want to learn more about it, Google it. But the movie is about how Annie broke through Helen's quote unquote brattiness and taught her language. One thing that irked me about this movie from a feminist and a historical perspective is they depicted the Kellers, meaning Helen's family, as having slaves, when in reality Annie didn't come to the Kellers until after the Civil War had ended and the Emancipation Proclamation had been put into effect. Something else that resonates with me throughout this film is that Annie's character multiple times in the film brings up how important it is for Helen to be educated despite her disability. And this is relevant to today due to the pending repeal of the IDEA Act, which was fortunately stopped by the Supreme Court, thank God. But the idea that they wanted to repeal this just hurt my heart because for those of you who don't know, the IDEA Act guarantees an equal education and services for students with disabilities within the public school system. And I was raised under IDEA, and I have been fully maintained throughout my education, and I would have not been able to do that if it wasn't for IDEA. Well, I got sidetracked back to the movie. Another thing that completely annoyed me, and I missed it all the times I've watched The Miracle Worker over the years. I missed this. The fact that in the movie, Helen is played by an able-bodied child when there's tons and tons of blind children out there and deaf children who look up to her. If you go to her grave at the National Cathedral where she's buried, there's Braille underneath her tombstone, and that Braille is discolored from all the people who have read it. And I think by portraying a national icon as a child who can't learn, whose parents gave in to her every whim, which they did not do, Helen had already figured out a way to communicate with her parents that crude way by the time Annie came to them. She wasn't bratty, she was angry because she did not have language. And also, on the other side, I read a article on how Helen's Southern upbringing affected her political stance, which I'm bringing that into my other project. And for those of you who don't know, Helen almost married one of her biography editors named Peter Finnegan. She applied for marriage license and was gonna run away with him when her sister Mildred and her Mildred's husband stalked her at midnight and held Finnegan at gunpoint with a shotgun. So that's all on this movie for today. Bye!